Later on The Tonight Show, Jay's going wild with animal dude Jared Miller, plus pundit Bill O'Reilly, and volcanic tunes from Edie Burkell. Your local news is next.
Next at 11, trucker trouble on the picket lines tonight. Why police put the cuffs on this striker.
Also, bus strike backlash. 500,000 more people not clogging the freeway. So how can you beat the backup?
And tonight we're getting our first look inside that ferry disaster. What really happened and why did so many die?
The best in local news. The Channel 4 News at 11 o'clock is now seconds away.
Summer of real-life drama, packed with so much suspense. It'll take your breath away. Over 150 hours of original shows and 7 brand new series. Including For Love or Money, one guy looking for love, 15 women. Whoever he picks wins $1 million. The catch is, he doesn't know it.
Smart girls finish rich.
NBC's new summer season begins Tuesday.
Get in one more night of special training before the celebration begins. And a small plane with a big problem tries to land in the dirt. Night Beat starts now.
Teller, your local news is next.
Coming up on Action News at 11, some outraged over what they say is racial profiling. They get together in Salinas. We'll have a live report. And what should you do if your child gets picked on by a bully in school? We'll find out on a special report coming up next on Action News at 11.
Later on The Tonight Show, Jay reveals the man in the Jeremy Irons mask. Say what? Plus Martina Hingis, game, set, match. Your local news is next.
Indiana high school athletes are about to face some big changes. Changes meant to make the basketball court a more just place.
Investigators make a ruling on the Syracuse fire that killed 2 toddlers over the weekend.
And 2 Michiana contractors allegedly created more problems than repairs. Now other contractors pitch in to get the job done.
Later on The Tonight Show, Jay gets charged up by the electrifying Jennifer Garner. Plus, tunes from Papa Roach and Jay's take on most everything. Your local news is next.
A program in Troy that's supposed to help the homeless is now the focus of a police investigation. But we begin with reaction from the family of a man accused of killing his aunt and then setting her apartment on fire. Live at 11 starts now.
Now stay tuned for your local news.
Next on News 4, the stock market reopens tomorrow morning for the first time since the terrorist attacks. We'll tell you what you can expect. Memorial services are held around the country to remember the victims of those attacks. And a chilling new video shows what it was like at Ground Zero in New York. Those stories and more, plus what you need to know as you head back to work. News 4 at 11 starts right now.
Later on The Tonight Show, Jay experiences the intolerable cruelty of Catherine Zeta-Jones, plus presidential wannabe Howard Dean, and tunes from Lyle Lovett. Your local news is next.
Coming up, The Tonight Show with Jay Leno. Stay tuned, your local news is next.
Just ahead on 21 Action News at 11, Salem people are outraged over delays in cleaning up a chemical contamination. We'll show you what's holding things up. We'll tell you how Mahoning County Sheriff's deputies voted on a new contract offer. A federal judge from Youngstown dies from complications of a tick bite. Investigators find a new clue in the salmonella ice cream poisoning that's now been reported in 30 states. Those stories coming up.
Later, actor Jeff Goldblum joins Jay tonight, along with the musical stylings of the Singing Birds of San Diego Wild Animal Park. Your local news is next. You're watching
watching NBC4, the Tri-State News Channel. And now, Chuck Scarborough, Sue Simmons, Janice Huff, and Len Berman. This is News Channel 4 at 11.
A powerful storm spins north up the coast. Its wrath focused on the tri-state with fierce winds and flooding already caused.
Monday.
Later on The Tonight Show, Jay goes formal for the Tuxedo's Jackie Chan. Suits up for boxing champ Oscar De La Hoya and dresses down for Jackson Brown's Naked Ride Home. Your local news is next.
The deal is done. There is a new top cop in the Southland. He's been known to lock horns with America's mayor. We're live tonight with a reaction.
Plus, a warning tonight about a vegetable you could have in your house right now.
And a special For Your Health report tonight. Fast, effective ways to ease the pain in those aching feet.
The best in local news, seconds away.
He may be far from heaven, but he's pretty close to Jay. It's the wide-grinning Dennis Quaid. Then stand clear for Betty Boom Boom Kosky. And music by good friend Johnny Resnick. Your local news is next.
Up next, transit strike negotiations. So far, the news is not good. We'll have a live update. Plus, a New York City smoking ban agreement has been reached. We'll have details. The church sex scandal, a prominent group is calling for a cardinal to resign. And Janice will tell us if more rain and ice is on the way. The news is next.
Later, actor Jeff Goldblum joins Jay tonight, along with the musical stylings of the Singing Birds of San Diego Wild Animal Park. Your local news is next.
You're watching NBC4, the Tri-State News Channel. And now, Chuck Scarborough, Sue Simmons, Janice Huff, and Len Berman. This is News Channel 4 at 11.
A powerful storm spins north up the coast. Its wrath focused on the tri-state with fierce winds and flooding already causing...
Later on The Tonight Show, Jay inspects Steven Seagal's exit wounds, plus the brother's brother, D.L. Hughley, and the luscious tunes of the chorus. Your local news is next.
Next on Local First News, a local man accused of rape. Police say his victim was just 11 years old.
A father arrested, suspected of abusing his child, and you might be surprised at who called the police.
And in good health tonight, an ancient Chinese exercise to help relieve pain.
Local First News at 11 is next.
Baltimore's #1 news at 11. Summer of real-life drama, packed with so much suspense, it'll take your breath away. Over 150 hours of original shows and 7 brand new series.
Oh, baby.
Including For Love or Money, one guy looking for love, 15 women. Whoever he picks wins $1 million. The catch is, he doesn't know it.
Smart girls finish rich.
NBC's new summer season begins Tuesday.
It's a night of summer blockbusters on NBC's Tonight Show. Batman's Chris O'Donnell, Pocahontas is Irene Bedard, and the band behind Friends' hit theme song, The Rembrandts. Your local news is next.
And next here on the Channel 4 News, a shooting rampage at a city building. Why there are so many of these workplace rampages. What are the danger signs? What can be done to prevent them? We'll have a report. And Judge Ito is hard.
In 35 minutes, stay up as Jay welcomes Christian Slater and Frasier's Jane leaves. NBC's Tonight Show is #1, and it's coming up right after your local news.
And coming up next, a search has been suspended for the night in an air disaster at sea. Are you among that third of the American workforce that fears being laid off? Ada's on your side with some tips tonight that might help amidst all the corporate downsizing. And Florida is famous for its coconuts. Well, we'll introduce you to someone who's mastered the art of opening them. Wait till you see it next.
Tonight Show as Jay hosts Braveheart's Oscar nominee Mel Gibson, along with Elle McPherson. Stay up for Jay. Your local news is next.
Jay gets up close and personal with the body and the mind of Jesse Ventura and lays down the law with orderly Angie Harmon. Plus the Vito Locoing of Ricky Martin. Your local news is next.
Now on 7 News.
New on NBC.
April 30th. Later, it's an action-packed night on NBC's Tonight Show as Jay hosts Braveheart's Oscar nominee Mel Gibson, along with Elle Macpherson. Stay up for Jay. Your local news is next.
Coming up next, someone drowns at Mayor Marion Barry's birthday party and a major court ruling involving the right to die. It bodes well for this man, Dr. Jack Kevorkian. Plus, this will take you to a celebration for the most lavish resort yet on the Las Vegas Strip and why the president might give some high-level help to actress Demi Moore. The news is next.
Later, Jay's in Chicago. Oh, we haven't had this much fun since that O'Leary cow thing. Tonight, Arsenio Hall, Siskel and Ebert, complete with thumbs, and the Blue Man Group. Oh, nice color. Your local news is next.
Live. This woman may not look like it, but she is an undercover cop. One of 200 in Metro Detroit who risked their lives to make yours safer. Watch now live. She's setting the bait, walking along this street corner. Someone will try to hire her for prostitution. It's a police thing, and tonight you'll see it all live, unfolding, only on the Night Beat at 11 on Channel 4.
More CB.
Later on The Tonight Show, Jay goes all politically incorrect with Bill Maher. Plus the lovely and talented Marilyn Manson. And it's your lucky day. Shaggy, your local news is next.
Just ahead on Eyewitness News 4, crimes like this one caught on tape. Tonight, those believed responsible are under arrest. Plus, we read from a massive letter written by the killer who went on a rampage at the College of Nursing. And Eyewitness News 4 is tracking how likely voters will be deciding propositions that will affect you. It's 10 o'clock, and Southern Arizona's news leader starts now.
Later on The Tonight Show, will Jay wrangle with all the pretty horses, says Billy Bob Thornton? And can he antitrust Rachel Lee Cook? Our story continues later tonight, following your local news. Next.
Census numbers are due out tomorrow. Will they be accurate for growing South Florida, and how will it affect us if they aren't?
And Cuba is hit hard by heavy rain and high winds. The NBC6 News starts in just 30 seconds.